Hey, how's everybody doing? We've got a couple of new ones, or newer ones. I know most everybody. You're new. Okay. Y'all know I'm Mike Stine. Of course, y'all know I've been a farrier for probably way too many years, and ended up doing a few talks, different places, healthcare summit, a few other deals for farriers, and a lot of what I talk about is not necessarily horse's feet. It just ties into what Richard's doing about paying attention to the body, because where I get most of my information from a horse is not from the feet. It's what drives what's going on with the feet. And as form follows function, function follows form. If I got a bad movement pattern, it's going to show up in the muscling. If I got bad body positioning, bad posture, the after effects of that are going to be where the pressure I'm dealing with in the feet is coming from. These are some I've worked on. And these were customers at one point. But, you never know what you're going to come up with when you show up at a barn. And we're talking about possibilities. You got to look at a horse and think, well, what is possible? What's the possibilities? Break it down. Possible and abilities. What's possible? What is your ability to do something? There's always something you can do. Little things. Pay attention to little things. As horses are screaming at you a lot through the bodies, through the mannerisms, through everything else, and it tends to get overlooked way too many times. This is a horse. We get these high-low horses, and this horse, if you notice the foot was toward us, is your lower side. You got a really upright heel on the other side. Now, think about if people want you to match feet. On a horse like this matching feet, what are we going to do if we're just looking at our feet? So when you look at the knees and look at that bone in the knees, this is your upright side, your clubby side, and this is your low side. So look at your knee alignment and look all the way up into the chest. Look at the difference in the muscling. Okay, what are we doing with our horse? If we make the feet match, took the heel off, yes, this would come down. But that's not all the picture. There's a definite difference in the forearm. And you've got strong side, weak side. Your upright side is the weak side. Where did it start? Did it start from an injury? Did it start from a club foot? Is the horse been protecting that foot? What's going on? I've seen a lot of times people, we want to match feet, right? Well, the problem is, you've got this kind of a situation in the shoulders. And this will be on the club side. So if I drop that to make match feet, I just twisted my horse harder. And it makes it even harder for me to go into a straight line. Okay, if a horse is offset in the front end, look at what's going on back there. And something that I focus on when a horse steps out or even standing there is what are they doing right there in the back of the tail? And that kind of tells me, is the pelvis square or is the pelvis twisted? If a horse is dropped up front, it will twist the barrel. That'll come all the way to the back end. High-low horse, a lot of times, a horse is either shaped ideally straight. Most of them are shaped like a C or like an S. They're not dead straight. And that's what these guys are trying to work with, is get your horse's body straight so it can work in both directions. Next. This is your lower side foot, your slam dunk foot, the one with the lower angle. Your upright foot is over here. Now, if you had dropped that foot, taken off there, you would take this shoulder that's considerably lower and lowered it more. And then you look down the horse. The horse is twisted, and we want this horse to be going a straight line. Now, this was 25 years ago I worked on, and this horse was actually bought because she was tall, because somebody thought she was going to be a dressage horse. We actually did get a little bit of dressage out of her, but it took a lot of doing. Now, further back, I would pad these horses. Now I rarely ever pad a horse unevenly, because the longer I've messed with uneven horses, more like on a horse like that, I would focus a lot more on the back end, because you've got to have the motor running. Okay, this old guy, another old horse, these were shot film. Look at him. What do you think? This horse at this point is about 28 years old. For an old guy, not terrible, right? Kind of sagging in the middle. Probably a little straight in the stifles. He's a quarter horse. Now, we take another picture on the same day and go to the other side of the horse. Exact same horse, same day, same dog in the background. The sun's different. What happened? Okay, this horse has not been real sound for a long time. We did get him to where he could do some light trail riding. But, you know, when he walked, the barrel rotated out to the side of the horse that looked fuller. You look down and he was curved, dropped front and back. Okay. Originally, when he was younger, he had an injury in his hind leg. Over time, cocking that pelvis around, he twisted his body. This is not a club-footed horse, but you look at the muscling, look at the definition, look at the areas where the muscle is tense, and the amount of muscle in that horse from one side to the other is just a huge difference. Your horse can be that different from left to right. If we want our horse to work the same in both directions, and we've got this horse, what do we got to do? We've got to build that weak side. As far as this high-low thing, I have to think of a more weak side, strong side.
You get to like Google app